thought I would walk through the process of replacing a broken clam screen scent pole. I left the clam up during an ugly storm and it did not fare so well. The first step to fixing a broken pole is actually setting the clam up. You work with it in the upright position. You do have to pull the hub in to work on it. Here's the pole that I broke. These are a fiberglass, I believe, and they end up making like little slivers that can stab you pretty good, so be careful as you deal with it. Step one is going to be removing this hub cover. So it's just a 3/8 inch size. Put it on here, twist it off, and then it comes right off. The poles are secured in this hub with a round nub, and at the other end they just slide into the tent material. As I said, you're going to pull the hub in. That's going to take the tension off the poles, and then you're going to fish it down through this hole, bring it out. You're going to try to keep the pole in one piece because the replacement poles come long and you have to cut them down to size. Worst case scenario, take out your broken one, cut it out if you have to, and then pull a good one and use that for measuring. It took me 2 hands to get it started. You just kind of have to push and pull on the hub, get everything lined up, get around that set screw for the cover. But then it comes out pretty easy. Watch the shards against your tent material and go ahead and pull this right out. Clam sells a hub and 4 poles. Mine was about $65, but the process is basically the same. You have to take that cover off, pull the pole out. As you can see, the new pole is quite a bit longer than the old one. We'll have to take off these rubber caps and then cut them down to size. The hacksaw, I carry one. It's one of the only saws I actually do carry, other than some saw for pruning. But get everything lined up, make sure they're all aligned, and then go ahead and cut the long pole. Quick cut, they are the same length. Now that we have the new pole, we're just going to do everything in reverse. Slide it back in, run it up. A little tricky one-handed. I'm going to make sure it gets in the pocket up in the top corner. And then it can be a little bit of a wrestle to get this last piece in. Okay, got it in. That was a fight today. The last ones I did were not so bad, but we're all together. I'm going to put the cover back on. It has some indents that go into where the holes are. All right, we're going to quickly tighten this up. That's going to be the end of our project. All back together. Now my next challenge is going to be figuring out what to do with this. As it came down, it twisted around this here, and as I was maneuvering it to open it back up or completely put it down, I ended up tearing a rather sizable hole. So there you have it. A couple steps. It's actually not too hard. I don't suggest doing it in Florida's 95-degree weather and 10,000% humidity, but all back together, and it's time to go ahead and take this thing down.